Ah, hello. I think I'm here. Well, that's entirely too big. Let's do this a different way. And that's entirely too high. The hell is going on? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Tiger got out of the cage. There we go. That's a little better. How are you, Pinner? You'll have to forgive me. I'm, as usual, I'm catching up. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Oh, a little bit of a different angle. Thought it might be a little easier to actually see what I'm doing. That's what I think. Anyway, I'm kind of running on caffeine here. This could get interesting. What are we doing? Well, I think I've tortured all of these as much as I possibly can. And by tortured, I actually really do mean I sort of tortured these. Way to screw up a perfectly good paint job. Anyhow, hope everybody's having a wonderful evening. I'd have been here about 20 minutes ago. But Windows likes to update. The fact. Not sure I need the updates. I like how the avatar rolls my eyes when I say that. Anyway, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do any more scribing on these particular parts. Everything that I would scribe actually has a pretty defined line already, and it's actually quite wide. It'd be more like doing chisel work, and I don't think that's necessary. So I think I'm going to call these good. Probably move on to the next one. So let me just put these back here. It's probably not a good space. I'll put them in the spray booth. And then we're going to move on to this one. And I'm really not scribing much on this. I guess I'll show you guys. And you know, I think I'm going to open that box I got from New Type. I've been wanting to open it just to see what kind of a sticker Benji put in there. So I did, let me turn the music down just a touch. I did like a meet and greet thing with New Type HQ. Like, I don't know, it was like 3 or 4 years ago. It was pretty fun. There was about 100 people in it that signed up for it. Actually, I think there was more than that. They did like 3 or 4 sessions. Anyhow, I actually got in on the first session, and it was pretty cool. Basically, if you order anything from New Type, there's a guy named Benji that ships it to you. He kind of handles all that. And he was really funny. He was kind of awesome to talk to. He told me I should definitely take apart Jetfire and rebuild it. I thought that was cool. He was kind of into my Voltron. So, you know, that was pretty cool. Anyhow, why is this reversed? I'm looking the wrong way when I look around. Oh, that's better. That's what it's supposed to be. And, you know, let me move over a little bit too. I'm just kind of on the edge of the screen here. There we go. In fact, I'll cover the mic with my head. How about that? That works. Ah, so Pinner, you voted on my poll. I see. Well, that didn't sound right. Anyhow, well, 100% I should stream and ignore you guys. That's basically what I meant by this. Like, if I'm painting, it'd be really hard for me to even respond to chat at all. And I'd have my mask on, so if I did it, you know what I mean? It just, but I wonder if people would want to watch me just paint. I mean, I'd put the camera on the booth and spray away to some music. It'd be kind of like what I actually do when I legitimately paint. And I'm not the best airbrusher in the world. I mean, sometimes it's a little calamity. Anyhow. But, yeah, as far as scribing these go, I kind of want to go around a few bits of... I don't know if you guys can see this. I'll try to zoom in a little bit and focus. Oh, let's try that. But I kind of want to go around a little bit of these details. Mainly hit around these guys, some of the more centered ones, and just the perimeter of it. I had it in nice focus. There we go. The little circular parts there on the end, I'll probably be adding some metal edged parts to those on the back end of it. And I don't know if I'm going to do all the little squares or not. I haven't decided. I mean, I'm definitely going to paint them. So, I mean, the whole purpose behind this is just to get the panel liner to flow. And it's funny, I've been watching some other streams of people doing that. And I really don't know if I'm doing this in the right step. I mean, a lot of people do it prior to even painting. And then I see people do it after primer. So, I don't know. I wish I knew more about scribing in general. But, you know, I'll get better as I go. That is kind of part of the whole journey here is learning. But yeah, I'm going to stick to doing some of the smaller lines. Although there's some of them that are like just so clean already, I don't know if I actually need to scribe them. Because what I learned is I was filling them with paint. But I also wasn't spraying nearly as smooth as I was able to do this time. So, you know, I would kind of dust the parts and then the panel liner wouldn't flow later because there'd be like little micro bits of sandpaper inside of the panel lines. Or at least that's what I think was happening. I don't really know. But like, this one, come on, focus. Focus, not on my hand, on the part. Let me see if I can... I'll get my hand out of the way and then maybe it'll do it. Oh, it's just too small. That's what I'll do. I'll get it to focus on my hand and then I'll back up. There we go. I mean, that could be scribed. But those lines are pretty clean. Like, they feel really smooth to me. I think the panel liner is not going to be a problem, and I don't know if I really need to scribe them. They're fairly deep. Anyhow, I am definitely going to do these feet bits, though. And, but before we get into that, I kind of want to open up this box from New Type. As I was saying, it was really kind of a fun meet and greet. Like, I learned a lot about, like, quite a few things. There was a lot of builders there. Frosted Snow actually, like, kind of hosted it and, like, would bounce around the rooms and everything. And, I mean, I gotta say, she was really, really cool. What you see in her videos is kind of what you get, I think. But, and that lady can paint. Her and her husband both, her and Kooky, like, they are so good at painting. Like, if you want some good tips, definitely a channel to check out. For sure. Anyhow, let's grab this box from New Type. I've been wanting to open it. I actually know what's in it, but it's fun. It's almost like a present. Give me one sec. I gotta take the headphones off. And I hope the music isn't as loud for you guys as it is for me. I can't seem to get it to monitor right in my headphones. So, New Type box. I'm putting it upside down so you can't see my address. Haha! But they even have their own custom New Type tape. I like that. I'm truthfully, what I'm actually excited about in this box is to see what kind of sticker he sent. New Type usually sends a sticker with almost everything. I don't know. They may not have sent one with this one because it was a small order. I actually wanted to order a bunch of paint with this, but I I held off. I hope to do a big paint order when I get my next paycheck. It's questionable whether I have enough surfacer to actually complete this bear. And truthfully, I'm kind of on the fence of whether there's enough color. But we'll see. Anyhow, I need something to open this with, I guess. We'll use a kniff. Now keep in mind the box is upside down. So, I mean, orientation is everything. They always do a good job of packing stuff, though. One of these days, I'm hoping Benji will actually release that spoon that they have on the website for $1 million. I wouldn't pay that for it. So, yeah, we have a Gunpla in the box. And it's a high-grade Akagai. That's pretty cool. So, I'm not sure if I'm just going to build this kit or paint this kit or use the parts in this kit to basically reverse kit bash my Build Divers kit, being the bear guy. I kind of want to use the weapons on it. I don't know if I will, though. I might save this and actually just build it. We'll see. But let me get it out of the way. So I don't see a sponsorship in this box. I guess maybe next one. Oh, yes. He must know I love donuts. That is the perfect new type sticker. Let me zoom in on this. Oh my God, that's going on my next mat. For real. Donubs. Dude, I want that on a t-shirt. I may have to email Benji and be like, dude, can you put new type Donubs on a shirt for me, please? I totally think they should. Any comments on that? Anybody? Anybody? Tell me that wouldn't make the perfect new type HQ shirt. That's pretty freaking awesome. I know it's sad. I was more excited about the sticker, but let me show you one of the other ones that I got that was like, I was just so stoked when I got this because I am a huge fan and I will be doing some kits from this series at some point. I would like to just turn the camera around and point it over at where I just grabbed this from, which is in my glass case on top of my my Jetfire, also the VF1J. I would wear one. Yeah, me too, Pinner. I totally would wear one. And then, so this was one of the coolest new type stickers they sent. I don't know if you guys know what this is, but this is basically the Macross logo. And then I have another one that's actually stuck to my computer, although I don't know if I peeled it. I might have stuck it with sticky tape. Let me show you the other one. And then I'll actually open this Bear Guy box and kind of give you guys a quick unboxing of it. Might as well since we're here. Yeah, I didn't stick this. Okay. So one of the tricks I do with stickers, I don't actually ever peel them. I stick them with sticky tack to things. It's like having little boogers on the back of your stickers, and it just makes them work great. And then I can put them on other things later. But this is another one of the ones I got, which I you know, it's retro Pac-Man. Can't go wrong. And I don't know if Benji actually designs these stickers or not. I'm not sure who does there. They didn't tell us that during the meet and greet, but I love their stickers. I really do. They're always something cool. And this one being a Krispy Kreme takeoff, like, so I don't know if I've talked about it in stream before. I think I have, but I really do. I have a tendency of sometimes like I'll get done streaming at midnight on the weekends, and then I go to there's a Korean donut shop a couple miles away from me, and I'll go there at like 11 o'clock at night and get like half a dozen donuts. And I'll try to save them for the morning, but I'll end up eating them before bed. Like, if that's not horrible for my 47-year-old heart, I don't know what is. But yeah, so this is makes me feel like maybe I have talked about it, and he maybe have watched a stream or two sometime. If so, that's pretty cool. I doubt it though. It's probably all coinky dink. I'm not that cool. Anyhow, I'm gonna put the Macross one back real quick, and then we'll open the Akagai. Do some crunchy runner ASMR. One of these times when I actually take a minute to clean my room, which will probably be this weekend, I hope. I've been meaning to do it for a minute. I don't know where I'm going to put this one. I think it's just going to go right here. I really am thinking it's just going to hang out tonight for the stream. We're going to do that. Well done, Benji. You got a free plug for new type out of this one, because this is a cool sticker. Well done indeed, sir. There we go. Oh, that's not quite in screen. Let me back up a little bit. Whoop. And I know this is a funny angle. I think I said that a little bit ago. I just thought that when I am scribing, you guys will be able to see the part a little bit better. I was watching a little bit of my last stream. I do that sometimes just to make sure that they sound okay, actually. But you know, I'm going to keep the plastic and attempt to put it back on in a minute. So, yeah, Bandai's MSM04 Akagai. Principality of Xeon mass production suit. Obviously, it has a blue label. Box art's pretty cool. You got let me see if I can focus. Focus. It really is kind of a cool kit. Now that I've done Bear Guy, like, I really kind of want to sacrifice this to give Bear Guy the claw and just his weapons, but I'm not sure I'm going to. I might actually just build this and paint it in OG colors. I'm sort of on the fence about it. Anybody that'd like to weigh in, I'm open to input. I thought about painting it exactly like the Akagai, or exactly like Bear Guy. You know, same color scheme, but I would have to do it simultaneously, and I just don't have enough paint for that. I could get away with the weapons maybe, but I don't think I could have enough paint to do the whole kit, and I'm not sure that I can replicate this paint job. It's going to be some custom mixing. But anyway, as it comes, you got your clear head parts there, and basically all the same parts as Bear Guy, except for the claws, the backpack. The arms are a little bit different, but otherwise, so far, it's basically the same. I do like the colors now that I've seen it. It's funny, in the artwork, they don't really look this cool, but it's actually a pretty cool color scheme. As always, the instructions are on the bottom. I do kind of like the browns. I really do. And it's obviously this is a much smaller kit than the Ohana Aloharo set. That had extra parts in it, but a typical Bear Guy comes in a box this size. The box that, and the instructions are the same way in the newspaper fold format. I really do like the books better. The artwork's nice though. Yeah, see, those pieces pop, but you don't see them unless they're pan aligned. Obviously, the artwork's always painted with these. I like how it has the little plug option part there, though. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to use the spare parts on Bear Guy. I actually was just going to do it, not even mention it, but I'm kind of on the fence about what I want to do. So, being as that I'm on the fence, it never hurts to have some feedback. But that's how stuff comes from New Type for any of you who haven't got anything. I could have probably thrown 5 to 10 bottles of paint in here and it wouldn't have changed the shipping none. Unfortunately, when you do a small order like that, it's just kind of a standard price. All right, we'll play with those later. I say I'm going to put those back on, but I bet you they don't make it. All right, to the backlog with you, Bear Guy. Back guy. Getting confused. So yeah, that was totally necessary. Just what I needed. Another kit in the backlog. But hey, it was worth it for this sticker. Because I do love me some donuts. I'm telling you. It's bad. This is that song that makes me feel like I should be doing like some sinister things to the copy machine to blackmail my boss in a 1980s montage or something. I don't know why. It just strikes me as something from some movie. I like the way my hair shakes when I do that. Anyhow. All right. Well, let me throw a glove on so I can actually hold this with my hands for some stability. I don't know that it matters that much at this stage. Like, it's funny, when I get done with this paint job, I really probably won't handle this kit without gloves. There's a diorama coming with this one, though. I might kind of... I have it half started. And I might finish the kit and kind of leave it as is and then go back to the diorama part, because it gets kind of involved. It's almost its own separate project. I'd like to make like a living diorama for it, where it has a flower. And a little fountain. It's kind of the long-term goal. I might do just a simple version of that first, and then add the fountain and stuff later. It's its own separate, probably series, to be honest. In a past life, I was into aquaponics. Still 100% for the don't mind. So you guys just like to watch me build stuff. You don't care about me. I see how it is. All right, let's zoom in so you guys can actually see what I'm doing here. Slide this that way so we can keep the donut logo in. All right, well, here goes nothing. I want to get these first. And mainly just because I am going to paint these a separate color. And having a scribed line there will actually, whether panel liner really takes to it or not, because I don't know what color I'm going to paint it. You may not even see a panel line. But it'll definitely help when I mask it for the part separation. So it basically, it'll give the paint somewhere to stop, kind of backstops it. That was another one I picked up the hard way as I was painting Dynamis. Anyhow, let me refocus this. You know, that was better before. Here I go, playing with everything. We'll zoom in just a tad more too. Focus on my hand. There we go. We'll lock that in right there. That's a pretty good angle, isn't it? You guys like that? You know, and I'm tempted to lose the handle on this. I wonder if I would have more control if I just held the blade. I see a lot of people do that, and I'm kind of contemplating it. Ooh, this one makes me nervous. There's like so many ways I can screw this up here. Oh, the music gets all heavy as I start doing this. See, you guys can't see my face, and I know that, but I'm like holding my breath. All right, all right. So far, so good. We're just going to go slow and be really patient, take our time. I think usually 3 passes is sufficient. No? I mean, I'm not pushing real hard. Super light touch as I do this. I kind of realized the last session we did that I think I'm pushing too hard and it's causing it to track weird. I'm kind of thinking that the key to this is a super light touch and just many, 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 many passes. Like after a pass or two, it tracks pretty good. Like it's kind of hard to get out of that line once you do a pass or two. All right. So far, so good. Better go this way. All right. Ah, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. That was just a little scuff. Nothing too serious. This is going to be the hard one. That wasn't so bad. Man, some people make it look so easy. I'm not sure I should have scribed that line. I might actually just paint right over that when I mask it, because I think that's supposed to be part of these. I don't know though. I might give it just a subtle difference in color. I don't know if all three of these pads will be the same color, to be honest. Don't drop you. Don't drop you. All right. I wish I knew where my toothbrush was. I have a little bamboo toothbrush that I keep around for cleaning parts, and I cannot seem to find it. It's very frustrating. I guess we'll use this thing. All right. So I'm going to come from the other side to do that. Oh, I am sweating bullets. All right. So far, so good. I'm probably going to jinx myself, but I haven't had any real bad scratches. The little bit I did of this when I did the Dynamez, I actually, it was totally custom, used guide tape and had to kind of figure out how I wanted the panel line to be. It was on one of the parts I made to cover up the where I hid one of the batteries. And it didn't turn out, oh, I just did it. Oh. That's okay, it's a foot. It's really not. I want this kit to be pristine. Damn it. It's because there's the ridge. Changes in elevation, and where it changed, I totally missed. There we go. I think I cleaned that up. Guess I'll find out when I add paint, huh? Ah, I can't seem to find the end of this bit. There it is. Alright. We're going to go around these. Do that. Ah! If panel liner is meditation, scribing is torture. It's not bad. I haven't put any horrible scratches. There's one little shallow one right there, but I think I got the paint thick enough there I can wet sand that. Oh, that one worked out really nice. Didn't actually scratch, I just slipped. I'll take that. All right. I don't think I'm going to worry about those. And I don't think I'm going to do these either. I think the lines are defined enough on that that I really don't need to. I think all I really need to get now is I'll go around this and this. I kind of want to go around the fan duct here, but I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of afraid to. I guess I need to do all of this. Pushing too hard. Yeah, and I wonder if maybe I really should have done this before paint. Like, maybe it would have been a better idea. The idea behind doing it this way, though, was one, I can see a little bit better about what I'm doing. And I'm going back over all these with black surfacer. And then they're getting sprayed with clear black. Or, well, not a clear black, but a shiny black before I add the metal coat. So, I mean, I guess I do have a lot of opportunity to fix where I have gotten off of the lines. I think the key really is a light touch, though. I think when I was doing it the other night, I was just pushing way too hard. And curved lines are a lot harder to do. These are at least straight. That helps. Should come from the outside on that. There is something satisfying about it when a line does track just really nice, and you can almost kind of feel it. You really can. Like you feel it in the point. Like when it does track nice, you just like you don't have to fight it at all. It just goes. I think this angle has a lot to do with it too. Today, I feel like I've kind of got everything on this. I guess we need to do the perimeter. This is where I'm really going to screw it up if I do it. That went well. That went pretty good. I'll take it. Yep. And to be honest, these may be the only two parts I do off of this whole bit. I mean, everything else is either a really subtle line or it's actually pretty defined already, and I just don't know that it's worth. I feel like there's a few parts that the panel liner is going to flow just fine anyway. What'll suck is if I'm wrong and I go to panel line it and the stuff just kind of stops. Because if I do have to like scribe a line later, I really don't want to do it once I get the color code on. Like, I want to figure all this out now. Although I have to say, this foot part went pretty good. Like, I got the one little scratch there, but otherwise, I think I made it around that and didn't really hurt it. I think we are going to do this guy. Do that one more time. Very carefully. Did I get this? Yep, that's been got. Maybe I should go around the fan. See, this is how it starts. You're like, oh, I'm just going to do this. And then as you do it, you're like, oh, I didn't notice that detail. I should do that too. Next thing you know, you've spent 4 years building your first kit. I'm really not trying to drag this out that long. Truthfully, I'd like to have this kit wrapped up in the next week or two. I don't know if I can pull that off. If you guys do want to see, I guess, painting streams where I ignore you, I feel bad about saying that. But anyhow, you know, I may try it. I may try one later this week. Do a little airbrushing and see what happens. I just feel kind of bad because I really can't respond to chat and paint at the same time. Just too much going on. I guess I might as well get the inside of this thing. I think it's about the only thing I haven't got. Dude, my hat is really off to all of those guys out there that can scribe and make it look easy. It is so not. Yeah, we'll go around the fan. It'll help when I do paint it, because this is probably one of the few places I actually am going to do a little masking and a little brushing to get the details out. Like, it's such a trivial thing, but when you do look at the bottom of the foot and there's just a lot of detail to it, it just makes it pop, in my opinion. All right, here we go. Scratched it. Damn it. I think it's BCM that makes a chisel that at the very, very tip has like a different angled kind of point. I kind of want to get one. Maybe I'll throw that on the paint order if I can find one. A couple times I've wanted to get one, nobody had them in stock, and then when I don't have the money for them, everybody has them. But I might try some of those BCM chisels. It really does, from looking at the like promotional art pictures of them, I can see how like having that shaped tip at the very, very end of the scribe would actually help it track a lot better. I don't know though. This may be an art that I kind of keep to the minimum, just so as not to ruin a perfectly good paint job. That wasn't horrible. I scratched it right there and right there. But we did get the whole part. Except for these guys. Yeah, they're too small. I can't even get the chisel in there. I'm going to leave those alone. Well, there's one foot. Where is the other foot? Here it is. Somewhere I have a stick for this. That's not it. Where did your alligator clip go? How do you lose an alligator clip? Do I have an extra one over here? I actually don't. Funny thing is, this kit, I had to buy more alligator clips for it. Like, seriously. I don't think I have another alligator clip. What did I do with the alligator clip for this? Did I drop it? What the hell is wrong with me? Here it is. I did drop it. Okay, so there's that. Now, this foot. We're going to put the alligator clip right here so I don't lose it. Okay, stand by for 1 second. I'm going to grab quick water because I'm kind of thirsty. Alright, I'm back. I guess I could have hidden the avatar when I left. That makes it confusing, doesn't it? I also grabbed myself a delicious cupcake. Because I like pastries. I ate that shit in one bite, too. Not even lying. Is that rude of me? I swear I'd share if you guys were here. Why is that so shiny right there? Oh, because I'm getting oil on it. Awesome. That's what I get for eating a cupcake with my glove on. Let's start over. I just see it. I go and spray this. Nothing sticks. Stupid. All right. New glove. I know they're in here. I have some. Swear it. Totally swear. I'm not sure that helped. I think what I needed to do was actually, well, no, not that. Oh, quit messing with it, jeez. All right, new glove. I'm so nervous. The other reason I'm only doing not all of the parts on this, I kind of want to test to see if it's even worth it. Like, I do really wonder if part of the trouble I had with the Dynamez with it was because I just really wasn't good with the airbrush when I did a lot of that. So this will definitely at least give me an idea of like, yeah, scribing is worth it. Ah, hello, Wolfpack. Ah, yes. More Gundam. Yep. I swear I have a Voltron I'm going to build eventually. But yeah, I'm still scribing these few bear parts. This is actually, I think, maybe the last part I'm going to scribe. I was just saying, as you popped in, that I had a lot of trouble with the panel liner on my last build. But I also wasn't really good at spraying. And I got a much more smooth, even coat on these than I did with that. There was a lot of that felt like sandpaper, and I had to wet sand it. So it might have like filled up the panel lines with, you know, overspray, I guess. So it makes me wonder if, you know, I really need to do this step. So I was just saying I'm going to panel line some of them, but not all of them. See how it goes. Oh, I did that already. I want this side. But thanks for stopping in. I hope you're having a wonderful evening, Mr. Wolfpack. Eventually, when I get done with some of this scribing here, I'll probably do a daily run for my tokens. I think, depending on how late it gets. And I think actually, oh, the GB02 banner's already rolled over. I was actually going to roll for the new suit. But now we have a new suit, so I guess that's not happening. I was also saying earlier, I am kind of contemplating doing a live stream of like actually spraying the black surfacer on this. I guess maybe that's might be where we start. I don't know if I'd mess with it with colors, but for surfacer or clear coat, I could probably do that. Color gets a little bit more involved, moving around the room a lot more sometimes, changing things out, shaking bottles, stuff like that. But I may live stream applying the black surfacer to this. And in which case, if I do, I wouldn't be able to like pay attention to chat. So I'd almost feel bad. I'd be kind of like here ignoring you guys while you listen to the YouTube playlist. I think I boogered that one. But I did make a poll because I'm kind of curious to see if you guys would want to see that. I need to go from the other side on this. I don't think I went all the way past that. Ah, that's better. That felt nice. We're getting it. Maybe if I come from the other way on this one. This one I went too deep. I actually chipped the shit out of the paint right there. That's going to be a mess. I'm not wet sanding it that far. Like, I hate to say it, that's really going to be the thing with this kit. I really don't want any weathering at all. I want it to be pretty. So I think I mentioned in the last stream that I actually have the metal build Hy-Vee. It's kind of a bonus purchase out of trading my PlayStation 4 in. Otherwise, I wouldn't have it. Basically, GameStop gave me so many points that I was like, huh, I'll get a metal build Hy-Vee. I don't know why they wanted my PS4 Pro so badly, but they did. Anyhow, it's got a nice paint job on it. It's not super detailed. There could be more panel separation in it. You know? The metal etchings are a nice touch. It's got some weight when you hold it in your hand. Like it feels good. It doesn't feel so much like a toy. But the paint job on it is like, aside from just sort of lacking a little detail, it's a really nice paint job. Like, it feels good, it looks good, it's reasonably durable. Like, you don't want to handle it a lot. I think under the right stresses, it would actually chip fairly easy. Like, when I did have it out on display, it wasn't something that I would like change poses in. I kind of just put the funnels on it, around it, and stuck the beam rifle in its hand, and that's how it sat. But it's kind of an example of how I'd like the end result of my paint jobs to be. Like, I don't think I even got there with the Dynamis by any stretch of the imagination. I'm hoping this comes out a little bit more on par with, you know, something that you would get. Like, let's say somebody had commissioned me for that Dynamis. I don't feel like I could give it to them. It just wasn't the quality I want. You know, it doesn't look bad, but when you look closely, it's a little gummy. You know, it's a little too thick in places. You can tell how I got better at it from the bottom up. And the other thing I'm doing with this is I'm trying to paint the whole kit at once. I did that one in phases. You know, I did the legs, and then I went back and I did the core. Well, and at that I even broke it down to inner frame and then the armor. And I did the weapons last. Now, mind you, it was, I think, arguably, especially being a resin kit, probably a lot more parts than what this kit is. That's honestly kind of why the Dominator is sidelined right now. When I do paint that, I want to be good at it, and I'm actually, I have a set of Zaku DSBA paints that I'm kind of saving for it. It's the green Zaku paints, but there's 4 of them, and it's just a good combination of paint, I think. For that kit. I mean, it'd be good for a Zaku too, but, you know, I think it'll look good on the Dominator. But I don't know if I'm ready to start that, because I really want that kit to look really, really good. So we're going to practice with this. See how it goes. My goal is to get at least 6 kits painted this year. I don't know if I'll pull that off. I'm actually already like way behind schedule for how I wanted the time frame of this to go. You know, because I got the Kasai prepped and ready. I don't think that'll take that long once I get into it. I was going to surface the Kasai when I did this. But, and that kit needs some love. That is not the best molded of kits. But like I said earlier, as I was doing this, I realized I don't have enough alligator clips. I need to get some more. And I actually already bought a few more of them to do this. So, I don't know. It was a nice idea when I thought of it, but I guess in the end I decided it was a little too much going on at once. Focus on one thing and do it well. Sometimes my ADD gets the better of me. All right, we're going around the horn. This always scares me. That actually went pretty damn good. If I can go one more pass the other way without doing that. That was a glancing blow. Everything's okay. No, I scratched it. Damn it. I did it again. I gotta go the other way. I can't go left. I have to go right. No more scribing left. Don't let me do that. If you guys see me scribing to the left, stop me. Yeah, that was going really well until I tried to go back the other direction. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. We'll work with it. I don't know if I'll ever achieve perfection, but it doesn't hurt to try. Oh, I got this line already. So what am I missing? I feel like I skipped a few. Bounced around a little bit. Alright. Didn't get those. Yeah, maybe I did. Hello, Selene. What are you adding with the scribe? So, and again, this is where I'm a total novice. I really am. Maybe I don't need to be doing this. But, this is the Feet for Bear guy. And when I painted Dynamez, when it came to time to add the panel lining, it just didn't flow well. And I felt like it was because I did the panel lining afterward and I didn't bother scribing it. I mean, I did a couple of the resin parts, but none of the base plow parts. And so this time I've seen other builders like either scribe before they even start painting, or just go over the panel lines that are existing after they put the surfacer on, this step here. And so I'm just hoping that I have better results with the panel liner after I actually get the final paint job done. But again, I may not need to be doing this, and I also feel like I'm just totally destroying a perfectly good paint job. Or at least surfacer at this stage, but like there's a few scratches I'm definitely going to have to wet sand on before moving on. Hello, hello. Come on, Alaster. I don't know if I said that right. I probably didn't. Thanks for stopping in, by the way, you guys. But yeah, I'm trying to, and I'm actually going to be probably doing a little masking, a little backwashing, and a little bit of brush work to some of this. I mean, it's a pretty detailed part. I don't know if every time I try to do this, it messes up, but yeah, there we go. It's got some decent details. Just don't scribe the scratches. Yeah, right? That's the trouble, is I'm adding scratches as I scribe. I mean, it's been fairly minimal, and I'm only doing certain parts on this. Funny thing is about this kit, let me see if I can find one and show you. Like, there's some of these parts that the separation in between them, I think I'm better off to do like backwashing. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, it's not going to do it. But nice details. Yes. Yeah, the feet are pretty cool. And the Akagai's feet are this way. I actually opened one at the beginning of the stream. I may do the weapon parts and add them to the bear. Which is kind of funny, because the bear is a Build Divers kit bash, and now I'm going to add Akagai parts to it to reverse kit bash it. But I figure the options might be cool. I don't know if I have enough paint laying around to actually do it. I'm on the fence. I may keep the Akagai and just do a whole separate kit. Oh, sorry, I meant to do panel line the scratches. No, it's okay. There's definitely scratches. I did this set in the last stream. Like Haro's, I'll show you this. You'll be able to definitely see these scratches. Let me see here. Focus. No, not on that. There you go. There you go, camera. Come on, cooperate. I need to upgrade technology. But I scratched the crap out of this. You can see one of them right here. That's hard to do as I'm looking at the screen. One right there. There's a pretty bad one like over here on this panel. I am going to do some wet sanding on a few parts before I move on. And they are getting another layer of surfacer. I'm actually gonna start with black surfacer. The whole point of the gray was to do the scribing, and I could be setting myself up for failure. It's funny because I see so many other builders do scribing in different steps, and I may not need to do it. I mean, some of these panel lines are. Don't be too hard on yourself. Well, thank you. It's all how we learn, you know. And I guess part of the other reason I'm doing it is I wanted to practice the art thereof scribing. It's something I struggled with the little bit I did when I did do Dynamiz. Like there was a couple parts that I kind of created on that, and they needed a little detail. And I mean, there was a lot of oops, and then going back and filling it with glue and starting over. A lot of that. But it is fun. I'm kind of starting to get the hang of it, I think. I realized when I first started doing it, I was pressing a little too hard. It definitely works better with a lighter touch. Have you done any scribing, Selene? I will confess, real life keeps me caught up a lot. I haven't had a chance to watch your entire backlog, though I've watched some of it. But have you done any kits where you do any scribing? Do you got any good pointers? Did you make your own filler with the runners? No, I just kept adding Madworks is clear. And they're black. I don't have the black bottle anymore. It actually dried out on me finally. And I would just add it and then sand it and then add a little more and sand it and add a little more. I didn't make what they traditionally call sprue glue though. No, I have no scribing experience at all. Too scared to make mistakes. I know. It's nerve-wracking. I guess that's why I'm doing it. I can't help but challenge myself. That's like I keep going back and forth on the fence of whether I want to put LEDs in this one or not. Oh, I didn't know that glue existed. Yeah, it's a pretty decent glue. It doesn't dry fast though. I will say that. It's you gotta let it sit almost overnight. I still can't figure out why this music track just reminds me of an 80s montage. Every time it plays, I just get this, I don't know. Reminds me of some 80s movie. Someday, I'll be able to tell you. Yeah, the Madworks glue is pretty good though. Um, Truthfully, I haven't had a lot of great luck with a lot of glues though. The other one I use quite a bit, I don't know where the bottle is. It's actually just some generic stuff. I think it's supposed to kind of be like it's a generic Mr. Hobby. Plastic Magic. It actually works better for melting and making sprue glue though. The Madworks stuff just doesn't work. I don't know why. This dude says, I rack my nerves. It's a calm hobby. I know. I know. I do even making mistakes though. It really has become kind of my happy place. I'm not gonna lie. Painting, I'm in bliss when I paint. The world just melts away. Make sure to use all chat. What do you mean? What is all chat? Selene, I'm even new to all this. Please explain. Teach me. Teach me the ways. What is all chat? Yeah, and I hate to say it, calm is so not my strong point. Making mistakes can be a happy place. You know, it's how we get better. I mean, I will say from when I started these, I've already gotten a little smoother with it, just in the few parts that I've done. which is the point. Someday I'll be able to call myself a master. Laugh out loud, click top left chat box. Okay. Oh, I see. Like I'm missing all kinds of chat. I guess I had it set to like only top messages. I apologize. See? Thanks, Selene. We learn something every day. Hey, on a side note, what do you think of the new type Donubs sticker? I just got that in the box this morning. Well, when I opened the box. I've had the box for a minute. I like that one. I totally dig new type stickers. It's funny, I totally understand making mistakes being the whole point of the hobby, though. Well, in a weird way, like, that's kind of what I did with the Dynamiz. Every mistake I made, I just turned it into a bit of weathering. Laugh out loud. I totally thought it was KK. Isn't it a cool sticker? They have some of the coolest stickers. I'm not gonna lie. I even said it before I opened the box. I was more excited because I knew I had an Aka guy in the box. You know, it's not like it was a mystery. But I really was excited to see what sticker they put in it this time. Krispy Kreme, that's right. So I don't know if I've confessed this before in the past. I have a horrible weakness for anything confectionery treat wise. Donuts being one of my favorites. In particular, any kind of filled donut. And there's a donut shop that's not far from my house. It's open 24 hours, and I will go there sometimes after streams in the middle of the night at like 11 to 1 a.m. ish and get a half a dozen donuts. And then the plan is I'm going to come home, I'm going to eat one, play some video games, go to sleep, and I'll eat the whole box. I'm not going to lie. It's a terrible thing. My sweet tooth is unstoppable. See? I think it's something about sweets and Gunpla, man. Yeah, I loves me some sugar. I am all about the confectionery treats. So what would be your favorite sweet tooth go-to? Just asking. For a friend. That's awesome. Well, thank you. I like milk with donuts. Do you put ice in your milk? I do that sometimes. I'm a death by chocolate person. You know, it's funny, as I've gotten older, I have absolutely developed a love of dark chocolate. But I hate to say it, I will spend some money on good chocolate because some of the chocolate manufacturers just don't make great chocolate anymore. But yes, big fan of the chocolate. Big fan of the chocolate. I wasn't as a kid though. Chocolate grew on me. When I was a kid, I liked like the fruity stuff. I love anything strawberry. I swear age changes your taste buds. It does. It does, absolutely. Do you put a lot of sugar in your coffee? Do you like coffee? That's something that as I've gotten older, I actually drink less and less sweet. strangely. Except for, I mean, every now and again, it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna turn this coffee into a confectionery treat. That does happen. Sweet pla. Oh yeah. Yes, Pinner. You know I loves my sugar. Oh yeah, we're now labeling it chocolate candy because chocolate is now watered down with veggie oil. Yep, you are absolutely correct, Selene. I wasn't going to go there, but since you mentioned it, she's not wrong. What's funny is some of the even well-known, like supposedly like premium chocolate manufacturers. Did I actually make it around this and not scratch the inside of that? Oh, I feel so vanquished. That felt like an accomplishment. I'm a bounce. Have fun mistakes and all. Go get more donuts later. You know, I probably won't tonight. It'll be a Friday thing. Selene, thanks for stopping in, though. It is always fun to chat with you. I will try to pop in next time you may be streaming. Looking forward to the next music video, too. Zenpla Power, perfect scribe. Ah, thank you. We're getting there. We're getting there. No, it's really cool that you popped in, though. You always make chat fun. I appreciate that very much so. Hey, and if you are still here, Selene, don't forget to vote on the poll. I really do want to know if you guys would watch me just sit here and paint. Bye. I love it when Selene stops in. I love it when any other builders stop in. It makes me feel just like, I don't know, with something I've done for so long by myself. It's really, really cool to know that there's so many other people out there as into the hobby as I am. And not just with the Gunpla stuff. I mean, Gunpla's kind of my go-to, but I really can't wait to finish this bear and get on Voltron. I just found out that, and maybe we'll have to take a look at that here, if not this stream, one of these other streams, but Moderoid has just released Vehicle Voltron. And that's something I will be getting. The other one I want to get my hands on is I want to get my hands on a transformable Valkyrie. I'm sorry, I'm not holding this part at a good angle. You guys will have to forgive me if I don't hold the part at a great angle. To stay steady, I kind of have to just go where my hand wants to go. I hate to say that, but it's true. But yeah, always an awesome treat when other builders come hang out. I'd love to actually build with some of the other builders sometime. Do like a... everybody snap building different kits kind of thing. So, one of the local stores that sells Gunpla by me, matter of fact, I missed it again this week. I wanted to go last week, but for some reason, I was just super tired and I fell asleep. Like, came home from work, fell right asleep. But they do, apparently, like, Gunpla builds on Tuesday nights. It's actually a gaming store, you know? Everybody goes in there and plays, like, Pokemon Go and stuff, and I think they're actually getting into the new Gundam game, which, I'm sorry, Gundam Assemble looks pretty cool, and that's something that I like to take a peek at sometime. Matter of fact, as soon as I got a little extra money, I'll probably order a starter pack. And I actually hope I can do that sooner than later, before they all, like, run out. All right, I got to do the little things on this side, and I think I've made it around this whole part. Freaking awesome. And I really didn't even scratch it that much. I think I got one little scratch on the whole thing. And it's nothing that won't sand out before the next set of surfacer. Yeah, I think I did it. I think I actually successfully scribed something and didn't terribly torture it. I'm kind of proud of myself. We're getting better at this. It was because Cellini stopped it and gave me blessings. We'll chalk it up to that. All right. Let me double check this, because I definitely wanted to do the feet, but I don't think there's anything else on this one I'm gonna hit. I thought about going around the back of the ears here. Yeah, maybe I should do that. That one scares me because it's a curved part. Curved parts are slightly more difficult. Oh, oh, doing good. Find that line. Oh yeah. That one went well. Now can I go back the other way? I did get off of a little bit right there. I think I can sand that though. Just a little bit in the paint. It's not in the plastic. Yeah. So I am. Oh, that was terrible. I got it right there. I can sand that out though. Oh, that's going to end up being the motto for these streams. I can sand that out. As I was saying before I boogered up my part here, it really is something about just the right amount of pressure and the right, like, angle to the part. I want to try those BCM scribes. I'm gonna order one. When I order some paint, I'm gonna try to order one. And we're gonna see if the tip being having the. I wonder if I could pull one up. Let me see here. Let me see. I think it was BCM. No, not the rifle company. Bear with me, kids. I want to show you these scribing tools. Maybe, what is the name of the company? Let's see here. I am already a member, but we don't need to sign in. Tools. Scribing. Ah, Saab. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay. Why am I not finding them? Here we go. Yeah. All right. I found it. Bear with me, kids. Why are you not working? No. There we go. Yeah. So. These scribes they have, see the way the point is? Can I zoom in on that? But yeah, I think that might be sort of game changing. Anyhow, something I may attempt at some point. I may pick one of those up. Try a few more parts and see if it's any better. Where's the other ear? Back to work. Enough messing around on the interwebs. Dude, why am I missing an ear? I know I have another ear here. Here's the one ear. Oh, here's the other ear. Yeah, and I really don't think there's any other parts I'm going to scribe on this. I do need to wet sand the head. I don't know if I'll do that tonight, though. And I do still have to actually fix the joint for the neck and Haro's, basically Haro's neck, the hinge piece for him. All right. I don't know if I should start at the top, maybe. Just does not like to flow around this. I'm holding my breath. Oh, I was almost there. Three times I messed that one up. 3 times. Fortunately, like I said, it'll sand out. And that's kind of why I decided to do this in between the 2 surfacer steps. Because I know I'm not very good at it. We are getting better, though. What time is it? 11 p.m. Oh my gosh. Well, let me zoom out. Yep. That's better. I don't know if I should try to go and get my dailies today or not. I think that might be pushing the issue. I do have to work tomorrow. I think we're going to call that good for the evening. My apologies for anybody hanging out that wants to see my typical get my butt kicked at GB02. You're just going to have to wait and see me take a beating till perhaps tomorrow or Wednesday. Wait, tomorrow is Wednesday. Maybe Thursday. Maybe Thursday I'll take a beating. We'll see. On that note, I would like to thank everybody for stopping in. Pinner, you seem to always be here, and I love you for it. You know that, my friend. Selene, thank you for stopping in. And, who else was I talking to earlier? Wolfpack came in. Yep. Thank you, Wolfpack. And come on, Hollister. I still don't think I say your name right, and I apologize for that. But nonetheless, thanks for hanging out and showing some support. It is like, I'm very, very grateful about it. Oh, let's check the poll. 100%. You don't mind. So I guess at some point we're going to do a little painting stream. We'll see how it goes. I hope it goes okay. It may or may not be good. I guess we'll find out. That's one of those things that if I do that and then it looks like my chat rate blows up, I'll be curious to see what you guys are saying. I do wonder. On that note, I think this is a good jam to close the stream to. I hope you guys kind of like it. Pretty mellow. All right. Well, I'm out of here. Stay safe, kids.